welcome again to Freeware Recommender. With my slot still technically on Sunday, yet pushed back to Monday, I bring to you probably the most complex and ambitious freeware game I will ever describe. And that game is the infamously hard to understand, roguelike, fantasy simulator, and strategy game, Dwarf Fortress. This is a game that earns its roguelike and fantasy simulator status from randomizing the entire world, not to mention civilizations and creatures. The strategy comes from making a fortress, that is, making one that can resist attacks, gain valuable stone, and make a suitable home for your dwarves. You actually get to see the world being generated the first time you play. And then you are given two main options: to set out a fortress, or to become an adventurer of human, dwarf, or elf race. In Fortress mode, you'll probably play first, which you'll probably play first. You'll find yourself looking at some really, really ugly graphics, if they could be called such, because this this is, well, it's in pseudo ASCII. It's terrible looking, honestly, but you get used to it. Mm, which basically, but what? Okay, I'm just gonna shut up now. And the player interface is also incredibly inconvenient, much like the graphics, although that flaw may come from the other main part of the game. Its state of incompleteness, it's still in the alpha stages technically, and it's trying to be incredibly realistic with its physics and such as aspiring to keep track of individual layers of skin, as it already tracks a large amount of body parts, including each digit on the dwarf's hands and feet. Well, this review is sort of short because it's a roguelike. It's kind of hard to explain without either spoiling everything or just explaining how to do stuff. It's really hard to do. But I will tell you something that it took me a while to figure out. If you hold shift and, well, I mean, if you press, you have to press the greater or lesser than signs to go up and down on the Z axis. This game also, it keeps track of the world instead of just being simply 2D, it is 2D, yes, but you press the greater or lesser than signs and you go deeper or further out of the earth too. It's really complex, and now it's hard to understand, but it's a good game. Let's just say that. And also a very, you could build your fortress however you want. You could make a theme even. You could try to build a fortress entirely above the ground. Anyway, this but this game is also accompanied by a dreamy guitar piece that plays throughout your micromanagement. One that I wish I knew the name of the one who plays it, is it is a beautiful work, honestly. It's hypnotizing, I've heard it described as. Overall, Dwarf Fortress is a flawed, incomplete, yet incredibly awesome game, with tales being relayed and dreams being laid out by its fan base. There is a very active fan base that records their stories and their ideas for what they're going to do, what they're going to make their fortress into. And, on that note, I bid you farewell. Oh, I should probably get a new mask. Any choices? I'm doing this because my mom doesn't want me to show my face, but anyway, if you have a suggestion, I could probably do it. If anyone does. Anything that's not incredibly stupid. Not to insinuate that you're all stupid. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Hyrule.